Third one, uh, last week we learned how to identify definition sentences. Okay, because in our subject, just like any other subject, we need to learn the key terms. As I told you, when we learn any subject, we have to learn the key terms using that subject. And now it is also important that we know how to write a definition sentence. Look here. Um, we have this key term, channel capacity. And when you read the book, okay, you may come across the definition. Let me show you definition. See, this is definition. The volume of water that can be held in the channel of a river or canal without overflowing. So we have the key terms at the beginning of the sentence and the definition at the end of the sentence. It is helpful to think of a definition sentence of as consisting of three parts. Part 1, part 2. So what is part 2? It is the verb, right? And look, it refers to, and then the definition. So now one more, the mean sea level. Definitions here. The average height of the sea surface at a given site over a long period of time. And the verb, of course, we can use the verb to be. We can also use refer to. Please note as well that we need to make the verb here agree with the subject. The subject is singular, as you can see. The verb is singular. This one singular, and the verb is singular with s. I would call this a simple definition sentence. It is simple to understand. It is also simple to recognize. Now, let's make this a bit complicated below. You can see. Okay, let me scroll up a bit. I want you to see. Now I want to move the definition to the beginning of the sentence. To the beginning. And then I move the term to the end of the sentence. And this reminds you about the passive, right? Passive. The subject comes at the end. The object comes to the beginning. Anyway, everyone, in this sentence, this is not the object. It is the subject. It becomes the subject. The term here is no longer the subject. Please note, okay? That's why I put the subject in brackets to remind you that previously it was the subject, but now it is the object. Can be the object, right? In the object position. And the term is here, channel capacity. Now we swap the positions of the subject and the object. We need to change the verb. The general rule is that we change the verb from active to passive. That's what we all know, okay? And can you guess? Refers to. Look at the top. Refers to. So we should change that to the passive for refer to is, here it is. Can you see something new? We have as here. Don't forget as, everybody. We add the verb is, yeah? Is refer to double or ed. Let me underline that. We have is. So we only have these two forms, everybody. Please pay attention. Many students make mistakes every year. Some still make mistakes up to this day. They can never learn, okay? I think they don't pay close attention. You know, some, look at the first one at the top. Some simply write it refer to. Oh my god, what grammar is that? Too bad, huh? See, they write something like this. Let me cross that out. Some have better, slightly better grammar, I guess. They do like this. Still wrong, okay? Only the first one. When we have the term at the beginning. Only the first one, for refers to. And some may write something like this, no? Refer with that as, to, as. No, still wrong. So please try to remember only two, okay? When the subject is the key term, you refers to. If the definition comes first, use is referred to as. Remember only the two. People don't remember these two. They just write the second, the third, and the fourth randomly. And what about this? Is. You know, the verb to be here is a linking verb. Basically speaking, we don't have the passive form for the linking verb. Well, we need, you know, we need a different verb to help the verb to be. So the terms at the end again. Now the verb to be, here it is. We can say is cold. Is cold. If we don't want you cold, we use noun. Be careful, if you use no noun, don't forget as. Everyone, please note that we need to be aware of these two ways of writing simple definition sentences. We need to know the two at least to identify definition sentences. And when it comes to writing and speaking too, we need to vary our sentence structures. This means we need to use different sentence structures so that our writing or speaking is not boring. And now we can go on to next page. I like to call this type 1, okay? Called type 1. Type 1 definition sentence. We have the key term at the beginning, the verb in the middle as usual, and the definition at the end. I will share page 2 with you, don't worry. Then we have type 2. So for now, I want you to remember type 1. The term is at the beginning, and type 2, the term is at the end. Okay, let me add one more. Is known as. Better, right? Better. All right, any questions then?